watching the Action Film Writer Series.
Adrift by Stuart Creque. Fade in. Exterior, ice floe, day. Two kayaks sit on the ice floe, up out of the dark water. Anuniak, 54, a weather-worn Inuit hunter, carries a heavy bundle across the ice. Anuniak carries his burden to a caribou skin rug spread on the ice. His bundle is his wife, Sedna, 50, wrapped in furs. Her legs dangle uselessly as he lowers her onto the rug. Sedna frowns as Anuniak arranges her in a seated position. He wraps the furs around her. He returns to the kayaks. He reaches into the opening of one of the kayaks and pulls out a bundle wrapped in sealskin. He carries the bundle to the caribou skin and opens it. Anuniak. Here you are, Sedna. Everything you need to be comfortable. He hands her each item one at a time. An extra fur blanket, a waterproof sealskin to keep her dry, a chunk of blubber. Sedna frowns. Sedna. Blubber? It's not food. I want meat. Anuniak smiles benignly. Anuniak, you don't have any teeth, dear one. Blubber is the best thing. You would chew on it for days, if somehow you survive more than 2 nights. Sedna. This isn't about my missing teeth or my useless legs, Anuniak. I see how you look at the young girls, the ones coming of marriageable age. Anuniak. Don't be silly, my love. He caresses his wife's cheek tenderly. Anuniak. You know it's our way. You can't care for yourself, and our tribe needs my spear and kayak out on the hunt, not sitting idle while I chew your meat for you. She takes the hand against her cheek. Sedna. And of course your paddle arm will be stronger and your aiming eye sharper if you have a young woman to keep you warm at night. She throws his hand down with surprising force. Anuniak. That's also our way. He rises to his feet. He picks up the empty sealskin pouch. Anuniak. I suggest, my love, that you remember why we have our way, how it's kept our people alive since the beginning of time. He pulls up the hood of his parka. Anuniak. And be grateful that you're doing your part to help keep them alive. She reaches up and grabs the cuff of his sleeve. Sedna, at least leave me a little meat. He snorts. He kneels at her side. And suppose I do, how will you chew it? Sedna, I don't have to chew. I can chop it up. He leans close to her ear and whispers. Anuniak, with what? She whispers into his ear. Sedna, with this. His eyes go wide. He stands up and reaches behind his head. An axe sticks out of the back of his skull, half of its bone blade buried in his brain. His hands wave around the blade and handle, trying vainly to find them. He staggers a step, then another, and falls on his face. Sedna leans forward and crawls the short distance to his corpse. She wrenches the axe from his skull. Sedna, thank you for keeping me company, dear husband. She brings the axe up high and swings it down hard. She lifts his severed forearm. And thank you for this bit of meat. She crawls back to the caribou skin with her axe and her husband's arm. She props herself up and wraps herself in fur blankets. I may not be able to walk, but I can still make myself useful. Now, you just relax, and soon enough we can enjoy our last meal together. She peels the glove and sleeve off the severed arm. She sets the bare body part down in front of her and sets to work with the axe. Although, come to think of it, I'll be doing most of the enjoying. She hums a melody as she strips off and chops up a piece of meat.